Are you legally married?
No.
And are you...
So I guess it's a ceremony of like love, which is also weird because it's like...
But here's the deal. You're also in an open relationship, and you've lived an open relationship life for a while, right?
Kind of open. It's complicated.
And
I think we decide which days are open.
Yeah, you just live in the present, top to bottom.
Literally, like the minute, down to everything, it's bad.
Well, okay.
We're getting better, though.
So how'd you win over Jake?
What?
How'd you win over Jake?
I'm like, did I? No, I'm just kidding.
Did you want to?
No, I'm just joking. I don't know. Jake and I are really similar. I don't know if it's a healthy thing, but I think that a lot of our demons are the same, you know? Like we both just dealt with a lot of the same things growing up, and we deal with a lot of the same insecurities and a lot of the same thoughts, and we're just so similar. And I feel like we both like hadn't ever really met people like in the opposite sex we were like attracted to that like were similar to us. Like we talk about things and relate to things that I feel like no one else, like there are moments where I'm talking to Jake and I'm like, no one else in the world can relate to this the way that you can.
What is it? What can he connect with you on that Noah cannot, that Bella cannot, that I cannot?
Okay, whoa. Well, I mean, and I might connect with them in similar ways, but I feel like Jake and I just like in the regard of like our childhoods, like our parents, their ideals on love and their concepts of love and the way that their love to us was so conditional and so like on and off, or it was like a competition for love. I feel like really fucked. Me just speaking for the both of us. Sorry, Jake, but I mean like we're married. I can speak for him, right? It just up our ideals and concepts of love and the way that we give it and like, you know what I mean? Just so many things.
What's your love language? I understand that.
I don't, smart people, funny people, I guess. That's my love language at the end of the day. If someone makes me laugh, like it's over. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
And how do you choose to express love to Jake?
I feel like understanding, like being there, like just in the moments that like no one else can, like being there and just, I don't know. I mean, maybe it's like a weak spot, but like even, I feel like we're both very understanding of the ways that we're both f***ed up. Like, you know what I mean? Like we're both trying to make each other better, like in the ways that we are. Like I've always been very bad at like, I don't know, like timeliness, like being responsible, like understanding like people waiting on you, understanding those kind of things.
And
Like
he
Jake
knows
makes
those
me
things?
like a punctual, responsible person, but I feel like I make him like
Responsible in his own way?
no, I feel like I make him more emotionally like communicative and like more like, you know, I don't know how to put that into words, but I feel like
He
in the
expresses
ways that
himself.
like I'm yin, he is yang, in the ways that
So is this like a forever thing? Because the way you're talking about it right now seems like it's a good balance.
yeah, like, you know, I mean, it's hard because I think that we both were like, oh my God, let's get married. And then we got married and it's like, what is married life to us? You know what I mean?
And it's different to every couple.
Yeah, and like neither of us are really realistically fit in the place to be married right now. We're just dizzy as and like decided to do it, you know? And it's like now it's like figuring out what married life is to us. And like it's hard. Like it's really, really hard. And we both kind of came to this stop where we're like, what do we do now, you know? But I think in the regard of you asking if it's forever, like I'll like always love him forever. I'll always have like a special place in my heart in this time of my life being shared with him forever. And like if I'm as happy as I am and was in that moment, then yeah, like let's ride it out, you know?
Do you guys live
But he's
together?
also crazy, so what?
do you guys live together?
No.
Okay.
We just see each other a lot. Jake lives in Calabasas in a house with like 35 people that all are like have like G7Xs and like Joby tripods, and like I live with like 7 stoners. Like, you know what I mean? Like our worlds are very different in that regard. So it's more of just like a sleepover meshing of worlds. I could see myself living in the Team 10 house. It's just like I got a house and like a lot of I have to deal with right now, and it's kind of like
You have your own business and
yeah, exactly. Like up and rooting my whole world into the Team 10 house might not be the solution, which again goes back to me saying like how traditional can we be, you know?
And
I don't know.
I think you're an untraditional person, and you guys are
Very.
young, so whatever
Very.
this is, it is to you. Make it.
Yeah, exactly, which is weird. I know it's weird explaining it because I think that we're kind of like, yeah, we don't know what we're doing either, you know?
And that's called life.
And that, yeah, exactly, honestly. And like for the roads that we were given, like, and us both being very like impulsive, unconventional people, like it doesn't feel that weird to us, but it like is, I know, to the rest of the world.
If you love spending time together and you enjoy each other's relationship,
Maybe just don't get married.
I mean, yeah, but like, whatever.
I'm kidding.
Whatever.
I'm kidding. Yeah. I mean, 100%. I enjoy the time I spend with Jake, unlike anyone else. Today we got lunch and I literally just like the entire time was being like, damn, like the way I feel right now, like the way I'm laughing with you, like this whole fucking time, like at everything, just like at the paparazzi, like making jokes is like, my soul feels full. Like I would give, like for an hour of my day to be this, I'd make the rest of my day miserable. Like,
so are you go?
How much more famous do you feel like you've gotten since the wedding? Because honestly, before this wedding, I didn't know who you were, and now I can't go anywhere without seeing your face or hearing your name.
That's cool. Love that.
Jesus, Dan.
Yeah,
I'm just being honest.
No, I love it. I love a good honest moment. I'm still irrelevant. Let's be real. This is the Zach Sang show. Like, have Ariana Grande on. Like, I'll go. But
she did sit right there.
No, I'll stand. Seriously, we can like Lysol the couch. Like, I should not be here. Yeah. I mean, Jake and I combining our audiences like did a lot. Like it was crazy. I mean, he has really, really young viewers, and like he's also Jake Paul. I feel like the whole world's been watching him for a really long time, and I don't know. I'm crazy. Combining our viewership was something that ended up like working, and like that's cool. It would. I don't know. I think we expected people to with it, but like not as much as they did, which was a very like crazy feeling. And I think that we both bring out a side of each other too that makes for our best content, which is cool. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how to answer that.
Because I'm just saying, because I now see you like front row at Fashion Week. Paparazzi follows you.
Yeah, it's weird. That kind of stuff did happen like more and more. Like with Bella, I was getting more introduced, I guess, into like the traditional world, but it was always like her world, you know? And I wanted to be like backseat to that because I'm like, shine, you badass, you know? Like it was like.
You like that.
What?
Did you like that? Taking the backseat to somebody, allowing them to kind of.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I think more so when I love someone and I see them thrive, I'm like, go, get it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to be like, look at me. Like, that's not, I don't know. I'm not like that. But now for it to be more like surrounding me in my life is very interesting. It's hard to deal with, but I never want to be that person that's like, fame is so hard and pray for me like that. Because like at the end of the day, like I do this. I signed up for it. You know, I don't know.
What do you learn from Jake in the content creation space?
Dude, that's one thing. That was probably one of the first things that I really noticed myself like falling for Jake is how enamored I was by the way he just dominates his business, like in the regard of YouTube. Like I felt like I was at a point in my career where I was doing YouTube and I was doing it well enough for me. And like the people around me were all just doing it in such different ways, you know, other YouTubers and that it wasn't like, not that it wasn't inspiring to me, but do you know what I mean? I was just kind of watching everyone do YouTube, like whatever. And then I saw Jake Paul, like, and I was just like, wow, like his grind just doesn't stop. As hard as he possibly works, the way that he turns everything into like content that's like unique, and like the way he's capturing his audience and just how smart he is, like algorithmically and like business wise. I don't even know. Like he's always just teaching me like new random little things, like where I'm just like, why don't I know that? Like you smart.
He pushes you.
Yeah, exactly. Like he challenges me to be something that I don't think I would have like reached for a long time without him, maybe ever.
Hey.
And like at the end of the day, like, you know, it's not conventional and we might be up and like whatever you want to say, but at the end of the day, if someone challenges you to be your best self, like that is so sick.
That's a real relationship, right?
Oh my God. Jan's a real guy.
By the way, like maybe I have crazy standards, but that's like my thing. I'm like, dude, I just want to be with somebody who pushes me to be the best version of me, and I do that for them.
Yeah. And again, I'm bad with distraction and like jumping into things and like whatever. You can pick apart all the mentally unhealthy parts about this sentence, but I'd just been in a relationship where someone was really like dragging me down, and to go like the drastic like nature of that, you know what I mean? Like the dichotomy to go from like rock bottom of someone like pulling you away into like your worst self to someone pushing you like skyrocketing to like your best self. Like that rush is like the most insane feeling in the world.
And maybe that's what kind of fueled this wedding. Maybe this idea that like, wow, somebody's supporting me, somebody's pushing me, somebody who I consider to be in a relationship is not like pulling me into their dark hole.
Yeah, like who I am, like when I'm with him, I like really love, like if that makes sense. Like when we're thriving, like I love that, Tana.